Far beyond the outer edge of human space, the invaders floated in their massive warships. The alien fleet was silent, except for the low hum of engines and the occasional beep from distant scanners. Captain Vrax, the leader of the fleet, leaned over the control panel, his many eyes narrowing as he studied the approaching system. "This will be easy," he said, his voice cold and sharp. "Earth is weak. Primitive. They have no chance against us." Around him, officers nodded. Ships glimmered under the pale light of distant stars. They had invaded hundreds of systems before, and victory always came quickly. The aliens believed the humans were no different. But as the fleet approached the planet, something strange appeared on their scanners. Tiny signals flickered. Energy readings spiked for only a moment, then disappeared. "Check the readings again," Vrax ordered. "Could be a sensor glitch." The officers repeated their scans. Everything seemed normal now. The signals were gone. But a quiet unease had begun to spread. Something in the shadows of the system felt wrong. "Weapons systems online," one of the officers reported. "All clear for attack." "Good," Vrax replied. "Prepare to strike at dawn. The humans will fall without a fight." As the aliens laughed, far below, humans watched from orbit. In their secret stations, deep beneath Earth's surface and in orbiting warships, engineers and soldiers moved quickly, preparing their hidden weapons. Massive engines roared quietly as enormous machines were readied for the first time. These machines were unlike anything the aliens had ever seen. Among them was the War Titan, a massive battle machine that could crush entire fleets with a single strike. It had stood in silence for years, hidden from the galaxy, waiting for the right moment. And now, that moment had come. Commander Hayes, the human in charge of the Titan, moved through the control room with calm authority. "All systems check. Weapons ready. Titan online," he said to his team. Every word was short, sharp, and confident. The humans did not panic. They knew the invaders were coming. They had watched them for months, learning their strengths, their weaknesses, and their arrogance. Humanity was not weak. Not anymore. Back in the alien fleet, Vrax paced along the command bridge. He had sensed it too, the unease that crept over him despite the readings showing nothing. "It is just my imagination," he muttered. But the feeling did not go away. Suddenly, a small alien scout ship that had been sent ahead disappeared from the radar. No explosions. No distress signals. Just gone. "Report." Vrax barked. "No trace, Captain," the officer replied, his voice tight with fear. "It vanished. We don't know how." Vrax's many eyes widened. He had never experienced this before. Invaders did not vanish. Ships could be destroyed, yes, but to disappear completely, it was impossible. On Earth, the War Titan's eyes flickered to life. Massive servos hummed as it moved for the first time. It rose from its hidden bay, its shadow stretching across the launch platform. Its size alone was terrifying, a mountain of metal and power. Commander Hayes watched the monitors. "They will not see us coming," he said softly. "Not until it is too late." Meanwhile, the alien fleet continued to approach. Vrax ignored the missing scout ship. "Focus on the main objective," he said. "Earth will fall. Prepare the attack." But deep in the shadows of space, the Titan's sensors had already detected the invaders. Calculations ran in milliseconds, strategies forming faster than any human could think. The War Titan waited, patient and silent, while the aliens moved into range. And then, in a quiet corner of the galaxy, a single message passed through human channels. "Let them come. They will tremble." The calm before the storm had ended. Soon, the galaxy would see a force it had never imagined. A force that would change the course of war forever. Vrax smiled, unaware of the storm about to fall upon him. "Earth is nothing," he said. Soon, it will be ours. Far above, the war titan's shadow grew longer. A faint hum echoed through space, a warning no one could ignore. The invaders had no idea what was coming. And humanity was ready. The alien fleet moved closer to Earth. Massive ships stretched across the void, their metal hulls glinting under distant starlight. Captain Vrax scanned the horizon, still confident, but a faint unease lingered. Something was not right, but he could not see it. Far below, hidden in orbit, humans prepared quietly. The war titan had left its bay. Its massive arms and legs shifted, releasing faint clouds of energy as servos adjusted. It moved slowly, silently, as if testing its strength. Every inch of it screamed power. Commander Hayes watched from the control room. "All systems operational," he said. "Target acquired." His voice was calm, but inside, excitement ran through him. This moment had been years in the making. Humanity's ultimate weapon was ready. On the alien fleet, minor alarms began to beep. Small lights flickered on their consoles. Energy spikes, readings, unconfirmed, an officer said nervously. "Captain, something is out there. We don't know what it is." Vrax waved them off. "It is nothing. Focus on Earth. The humans are weak. They will not even fight." But the feeling of unease grew. One by one, their scout ships reported strange disturbances, sudden disappearances, ships losing power for a few seconds, strange shadows on their sensors. Then it happened. A blinding flash of light erupted in the outer system. Alien ships scrambled, but their scanners were useless. Massive shadows appeared where no ships should be. The war titan had fired its first warning shot. The energy beam tore through the vacuum, slicing through an alien frigate like paper. The explosion was silent but devastating. Pieces of metal drifted in the void, tumbling slowly into darkness. The invaders froze, staring at the destruction. What is that?" whispered an officer, his many eyes wide with fear. Vrax slammed his clawed hand on the console. "Identify it. Destroy it." Another flash, another ship gone. The invaders realized with horror that these were no ordinary human weapons. These machines were monsters, built for war on a scale they had never imagined. Meanwhile, the war titan moved again. It stepped forward, its massive legs sending tiny vibrations through nearby asteroids. Its sensors scanned the alien fleet, calculating weaknesses, plotting attacks. Every movement was precise, every calculation perfect. Commander Hayes leaned forward. "They are terrified," he said. "And they don't even know the full power yet." Vrax's fleet tried to regroup, but panic spread quickly. Ships collided, lasers fired in confusion, and officers shouted orders that could not be followed fast enough. The aliens had always fought by numbers and strength, but this was beyond anything they had faced. A single human voice echoed over encrypted channels, "Engage now. Show them what they never expected." The war titan's next strike came without warning. A massive shockwave radiated through space, disabling shields of multiple alien vessels. Panic turned into chaos. The aliens had never seen such precision, such overwhelming force. From the alien command bridge, Vrax could only stare. "Impossible," he muttered. "This cannot be human technology." But it was. And it was only the beginning. The humans watched silently from their orbiting stations, letting the Titan do what it was built for. No emotion. No hesitation. Only strategy, precision, and power. In the darkness of space, the first signs were clear: humanity had awakened. The galaxy's invaders had underestimated a force they could not yet comprehend. And the war titan would make sure they remembered it. Commander Hayes whispered to himself as he watched the chaos unfold, "This is only the start. They will never forget this day." And far above, the alien fleet realized a terrifying truth: humanity's war had just begun. The alien fleet floated in disarray. What had seemed like an easy victory turned into chaos in minutes. Ships collided, shields flickered, and commanders barked impossible orders. Captain Vrax's confidence was cracking. "Report," he shouted, his many eyes darting across the bridge. They are destroying us with one machine," an officer stammered. "We can't hit it. Our weapons, our strategies, nothing works." Vrax's claws slammed onto the console. "Impossible," he roared. "Humanity is primitive. This is a trick." But no trick could explain what was happening. The War Titan moved like a shadow across space. One step crushed a patrol cruiser. One swing of its massive arm sent a destroyer spinning into a collision with another. And still, it advanced, unstoppable. In orbit above Earth, Commander Hayes watched the alien chaos unfold. His voice was calm, almost cold. "They are panicking," he said. "Exactly as we predicted." The War Titan did not pause. It fired precise energy beams that disabled alien engines without destroying life. Humans had no desire to kill unnecessarily yet. This only increased the terror. The aliens did not understand restraint. They only understood power, and humanity had more than they could imagine. On the alien bridge, officers whispered in fear. "This is not war, this is slaughter," one said. "They are too strong, too fast, too intelligent," another added. Vrax took a deep breath, trying to hold on to control. He could feel the fleet's morale slipping. Every officer was trembling. For the first time in his life, he questioned his own strategy. Meanwhile, the humans moved like ghosts. Small strike teams in stealth ships darted between alien cruisers, sabotaging weapons and communications. The War Titan's presence forced the aliens to fight in disarray. Every time they tried to regroup, another attack from humans or the Titan destroyed their plans. "Engage all coordinated attacks," Hayes ordered. "Hit their command ships next. Show them humanity does not wait to be defeated." The War Titan's sensors locked onto the alien command vessel. With a single swing of its massive arm, it shattered the ship's hull. Alien commanders screamed as alarms blared. Panic rippled through the fleet like wildfire. Even the bravest alien officers began to question their purpose. How could a single machine, and its operators, create such destruction? Every move was calculated, every strike precise. Humanity had turned war into art. In a small corner of space, a young alien pilot whispered to his comrade, they are monsters. Not machines. Monsters." The word spread like fire. Across the fleet, the aliens began to hesitate. Firing solutions were ignored. Orders went unanswered. Fear had gripped them completely. Above Earth, Commander Hayes leaned back in his chair. A small smile crossed his face. "Let them see it all," he said. "Let them understand what humanity is capable of." The War Titan roared silently, its sensors scanning the retreating alien fleet. One by one, they began to flee. Ships that had once floated arrogantly through space were now running for survival. But Hayes knew the victory was not yet complete. The aliens would regroup. They would return. And when they did, humanity had to be ready. For now, the first wave had broken. And the legend of the War Titan had begun. Across the galaxy, whispers would spread of the machine that had turned fear into chaos, the weapon that no one had expected, and the humans who would not be defeated. Commander Hayes looked at the monitors, his voice steady, "They know us now. And they will remember this day forever." The aliens had learned a terrifying truth: humanity was not to be underestimated. Fear had spread, but this was only the beginning. And far beyond, among the stars, the War Titan waited. Patient. Silent. Deadly. The alien fleet was in chaos. Ships floated like broken toys in space. Captain Vrax could barely command his forces. Fear had paralyzed even his most loyal officers. Yet he refused to retreat entirely. "We are invaders. We cannot lose," he shouted, but his voice was shaky. Below him, the war titan waited no longer. Its massive form glimmered under the light of distant stars. Every joint, every weapon, was ready. Commander Hayes leaned over the console. "Now," he said. "Strike everything." Suddenly, humans launched coordinated attacks from all directions. Stealth fighters darted between alien cruisers, disabling shields and firing precision missiles. Alien weapons misfired, jammed, or exploded before they could launch. Panic spread faster than fire through dry wood. The war titan moved. Its massive legs crushed debris and small craft alike as it advanced toward the alien main force. One swing of its colossal arm destroyed a frigate instantly, leaving nothing but twisted metal drifting in the void. Another swipe sent a destroyer spinning into a collision with a battleship. The aliens had never seen power like this. "Fire the energy cannons," Hayes ordered. Twin beams of blue light cut across space. Alien ships screamed as hulls melted, engines burst, and weapons systems fried. The fleet's formation disintegrated under the precise strike of humanity's ultimate weapon. Vrax's clawed hands shook. We didn't expect this. Retreat. Regroup." But it was too late. Every attempt to regroup failed. Human fighters swooped in and destroyed key command ships. The war titan advanced relentlessly, its sensors calculating every move of the enemy, leaving no room for escape. "Focus on the command vessels," Hayes commanded. "If we take them out, the rest will scatter." In seconds, the main alien command ship was gone. Explosions echoed silently through the vacuum. Alien officers screamed into communication channels that no one would answer. Their fleet had lost coordination, and fear turned into desperation. The humans did not celebrate. They moved with calm precision. Each strike was calculated. The war titan's immense arms swung with measured force, targeting only what needed destruction. Humanity had mastered war, not with chaos, but with intelligence, speed, and strategy. Small alien ships tried to flee, but the titan was everywhere. It moved faster than their eyes could follow. Some ships attempted ramming maneuvers, but the titan's shields absorbed every attack. Its presence alone reshaped the battlefield, forcing aliens to scatter. Vrax realized his fleet was being annihilated. "Fall back," he yelled. "Fall back or we are finished." The retreat was a disaster. Ships collided, engines exploded, and pilots abandoned their posts. The humans had turned the tide of war in a single strike, and it was only the beginning. Above Earth, Hayes watched as the alien fleet melted away into the darkness. His voice was calm, almost cold. "They learned a lesson today. Humanity fights differently. Humanity fights smart. Humanity fights together." The war titan stood among the wreckage, silent but imposing. Its sensors scanned the battlefield, ensuring no enemy remained in range. The humans had won this engagement, but Hayes knew the war was far from over. Still, one thing was certain: the galaxy had seen humanity's power, and no invader would forget it. The war titan was not just a machine, it was a symbol. A warning. A promise. Commander Hayes whispered to himself, eyes on the fleeing alien ships, "This is what they get for underestimating us. Let them remember the day humanity struck back." And in the endless black of space, the war titan waited. Patient. Silent. Ready. The invaders had faced humanity's fury, and they had learned something terrifying: the humans they thought weak were anything but. The alien fleet scattered like leaves in a storm. What had been a proud, disciplined armada was now a broken, fleeing mass of metal and fire. Captain Vrax floated among the wreckage, his confidence shattered. He could not believe what he had just witnessed. They survived," he whispered, his claws shaking. "One machine, 1. Titan. Every ship he commanded had been disabled, destroyed, or forced into retreat. Panic gripped the remaining officers. They had underestimated humanity, and it had cost them dearly. Far above Earth, the war titan stood alone among the remnants of battle. Its massive arms rested, but its sensors scanned constantly, making sure no threat remained. Commander Hayes watched from the control room. "Status?" he asked calmly. "All clear," one officer replied. "No ships remain in attack formation. No immediate threats detected." Hayes leaned back, a quiet smile on his face. "Good. Let them retreat. Let them live to tell the story. They will carry fear wherever they go." Even in victory, humanity showed restraint. The humans did not pursue the fleeing aliens into uncharted space. The war titan had proven its power, and the message had been sent: Earth was not weak. Humanity was not to be trifled with. On distant alien worlds, whispers began. Rumors spread of a machine that could destroy fleets with ease, of humans who fought with intelligence and precision, not reckless aggression. Fear became legend. The name War Titan echoed in alien ears like a warning. Back on Earth, celebrations were quiet but heartfelt. Humanity had survived the first true test of its strength in the galaxy. But Commander Hayes knew this was only the beginning. "Prepare the fleet," he ordered. "We cannot afford to be caught off guard again. Others will come. And when they do, we must be ready." The war titan powered down slowly, but its presence remained a symbol of humanity's potential. Engineers checked systems, soldiers studied strategies, and the command room buzzed quietly with plans for the future. And then, on the edge of known space, sensors detected a new signal. Faint, almost hidden. A distant fleet moving with silent purpose. Hayes leaned over the monitor, his eyes narrowing. "They're coming," he said quietly. "Something bigger, something worse. But we will be ready." Above Earth, the war titan remained still, a silent guardian. Its shadow stretched across the horizon, a reminder that humanity was awake, prepared, and powerful. The galaxy had learned an important truth: humans did not fight like others. Humans fought to win. And somewhere, far beyond the stars, new eyes watched. Alien fleets and mysterious observers took note. The legend of the war titan was only beginning. Commander Hayes whispered to himself, "They know now. But they don't know everything. We are just getting started." The calm had returned, for now. But the galaxy would never be the same again. Humanity had shown its strength, and the war titan had become a symbol of fear, hope, and power. The stars waited silently, holding secrets yet to be revealed. And humanity was ready for whatever came next.